AI can be detrimental if you don't know how to use it. 99% of it is falling flat. Welcome to Coach Grid. Here today with Kirsten Davis. We're going to be talking a little bit more about AI, but really excited to be talking about something specifically that we've been building for coaches in the AI space. Because we were coaches in the AI space before we started working with coaches in the AI space, and recognized where AI can be detrimental if you don't know how to use it, and if you don't have the right tools and assets to be able to use it. So today we're talking a little bit about content creation specifically. And content creation is all the rage. It's what a lot of the marketing out there is about with artificial intelligence. And if the people listening to this are anything like us, 99% of it is falling flat. And there's reasons for that. And I think that's kind of where we can start today, is maybe just speaking a little bit as what's been our experience with trying to use artificial intelligence for content creation and why it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I guess in that process, because you've done more of that than me, I mean, I was the one that introduced you to AI and then you just took it and ran with it. But as you've run with it, we've done the same thing that I think a lot of other people have done, which is realize how much energy and exertion goes into creating content for your clientele, whether that's for Facebook or Instagram or a Facebook group or threads or whatever it is, that you want to be in front of your clients and you want to be talking with them so that they have you at the front of their mind and they understand what it is that you do and how you do it. And I know for myself, when AI first started, I thought, oh, this is brilliant. This is beautiful. I can start utilizing this. And I would go into ChatGPT and say, hey, create a post about this. And I created a post and thought, oh, well, man, my work is done here. I went and posted that.
Yeah.
And it fell flat. And then I saw somebody that said, hey, copy my prompt. And if you copy my prompt, it's going to change everything for you. And I copied their prompt and I put it in there and I said, you're now in God mode, social media wizard, and you know all the right things to do. And now give me this thing. And I posted that and it looked really good and it fell flat again.
Right.
And rinse and repeat for like months. And I think if any of the coaches out there, like what I was feeling, it's like, I'm doing this wrong because it seems like everybody else is just killing it with AI and I'm not.
Yeah.
Come to find out they're not either. And it's just creating more and more artificially generated crap.
Yeah. It's just a lot to wade through online. I think the biggest problem that is leading to this is people are trying to replace, they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is great. This can do it for me. And they're trying to replace themselves with it. But if everybody does that, then it's like if everybody hired the exact same social media person that was using the exact same strategy, there is no more marketing. Like it's just all the same. So there's no differentiation.
Right.
And you can't effectively replace yourself. You can use it as a tool to enhance and to make your work faster and to brainstorm more, but you really have to bring in the human element. I like to say the soul, for it to actually land the same way that human generated content is going to land. Right.
The part of the replacing yourself is, when I first was seeing it, I was like, man, I can literally have it generate my voice. It can generate like a video of me talking. Like I can
you
replace myself. You were very
excited about that.
I can replace myself and it can do all this stuff for me.
You're like, why are you not doing this? It's so exciting. I'm like,
But it does not land.
Yeah.
And we went through this process of trying all of the different things and all of the different softwares that were doing it in different ways. I think, we went into ChatGPT and started building our own GPTs as well. And what didn't work in that it still was falling flat for us?
Well, that's a whole nother topic, but with the GPTs, what didn't work is the solution to generic AI content is infusing your story, your content pillars, your brand values, like all these things that in your own creative process, you're going to go through. So to simulate that, you have to teach GPT how to go through the creative process essentially so that it comes up with a creation instead of like a analyzation. The problem is, so my idea was I was in ChatGPT going through this. I was saying, give me these pillars. Now create a post for this, create a post for this. And I was systematically, like weaving story into it, but it still was really, really time consuming. So my idea was to create a custom GPT, because you can do that in ChatGPT. It's like a little subset of ChatGPT that knows you, like beyond just training it. Mm-hmm. You can literally give it instructions and say, you can upload files and data. And so I was like, that's great. I'll upload all these files with all this data. I spent a lot of time building it. But the problem is it's too complex for where AI is at. And so it would hallucinate a lot. It would just not adhere to the strategies. And yeah, I don't know. It was better. It was definitely better, a lot better than normal AI generated content. And I have a lot of clients that are using that right now. I created an app that actually takes that logic, but enforces it the way that I would do it if I was the one creating it manually. So it's not relying on AI to do that. But right now clients are using it and it's much better. It's a better approach, but the app is really a bulletproof approach. And the other thing with what you were saying at the beginning, where you're like, I did this post and it fell flat. And the thing is, a new prompt comes out. If everybody uses the same prompt, they're still getting the same thing. So the first 20,000 people to use it, the first 3 times they use it, yeah, it'll probably work. And then it gets absorbed into the sea of, oh, this is AI, right? Because you're seeing it everywhere. And so my solution to that is really weaving in personalization to every piece of the content that's being created.
Which has been amazing. I think, with the ChatGPT, using kind of like a sports analogy, 1 out of 20 times we were hitting a home run. And that was cool that it was generated and that 1 out of 20 times it was really working well. Yeah. And then we had to go reverse engineer what was working well and a lot of that stuff. But with the app that you've developed that we're releasing this week is this idea that you can bring your story in and really AI becomes a megaphone for your message instead of this like watered down version of you, and bringing in your story and your own actual words, your terminology that you use, the phrases and the verbiage, and then being able to share, these are the things that are valuable to me. These are my experiences. And like you said, putting the soul back into it, and then having it generate, 7, 10, 20 pieces of content that are you. You might not have put the words together yourself, but it's taking who you are, taking your clientele, the person that you're talking to, your offer, your pillars, and creating content specifically for them. So now it becomes like this knife that just slices through all the stuff that's out there that sounds just like everybody else. But we're now turning AI back into a tool rather than like the thing itself.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing we did with Coach Grid, right? Like when you want to launch a business, there's a lot of pieces that you've got to get right and understand pretty in depth to create this final product that's going to consistently create sales in a sustainable way that you can hire people in to replace yourself out. Like all these things that most business owners kind of dream of doing. It's the same thing with content creation. There's so much that goes into content creation that you have to learn and then track. And this really is a solution that just does it for you so that you don't have to worry about it. You just say, here's what I know. And then we take care of the complexities of everything else. Right. Or the tech does.
The tech does, right? And I mean, you're
it's my brain in there.
you're in that tech, constantly updating it and updating it again to what works and what the algorithms are responding to, but it's still utilizing a person's story and their personality in that space. Yeah. So, I mean, this has been revolutionary for me and for us. And as we're starting to roll it out with, beta testing and things like that. Yeah. Just amazing what it what it does. And it's been fun, some of the mock beta tests that you've done. As well with your hamster having its own, Instagram voice now and things. But
I knew it was good. I was doing a test yesterday and I was being lazy. So the story I just said test, and it created amazing content for this tester. It was like the beauty of testing, how testing actually solves. And I was like, whoa, that was like even with a generic output, it creates a soul, because it's kind of my soul behind the scenes, my zone of genius of understanding systems and understanding how to create something from nothing. Yeah. So then when you add in something that is actually you and your soul and your zone of genius, it just really lights up. It's really cool.
The analogy that I use is if somebody's ever been in a conversation and you're talking to somebody and you say something and in your own mind, you're thinking, holy crap, that was brilliant. Like, where did that come from? And it came from inside you. Yeah. But it came from this part that seems kind of untapped. I think that's what seeing these generated posts look like and feel like, is you see it and be like, yeah, that's me, but man, that's good.
Yeah. And it's funny. The funniest part, and sometimes I feel a little bit bad, is we'll post this just emotionally like compelling piece of content that was AI generated and it's based in us, but I'm like, I didn't create it. I don't even remember what half of it says. And then I'll get these comments that are like, oh my gosh, I needed this. This is so touching. Like, wow, you're such a great writer. And I'm like, that wasn't me. So that sometimes that's kind of funny, but also I think shows the level of quality that this stuff is putting out, that unedited, it's getting not just, engagement, but like comments of people. That takes some effort to be willing to like comment on a post and say that.
For sure. So I think this kind of is where we've been able to find the balance between ethically, because that's another, question with AI, is ethical to pass this off as your own.
Right.
But when you're in a place where somebody can ask you about your post and you're well educated on the subject, it's not that you're sharing something and you're trying to portray yourself as something that you're not. It's taking everything that you are and kind of giving you your own personal social media manager, because that's a social media manager's job, is to take who you are and magnify that and make that really loud and really compelling. So that's exactly what this is. It's a content generator, but it's also playing that manager role, which gets you in front of more eyes and gets your message in front of more people, to where you find the people that are looking for you. They're looking for your story. They're looking for what it is that you're about, because they need that. So for coaches, I mean, honestly, for so many other industries, it's going to be massive as well.
Yeah, really it will, but it's crucial for coaches, because as a coach, like, you are your unique value, especially when you're starting out. That's somebody's hiring you as a coach, your life, your experiences, your values, your energy. So in your content, it's so important to speak to that. If you're talking about your framework and the 5 steps that's not emotionally compelling, and it's very replaceable and repeatable by anybody else in the industry. So to set yourself apart, you have to use your story.
100%. I love that. Well, if you are interested in this software, if you are interested in this program, you can go visit us at coachgrid.com. and it's available for you there. You're going to want to get on this at the ground level, because this is revolutionary. And if you're seeing this now, we invite you to share it with the people that are with you as well, so that they're able to start doing the same thing. And just like everything else we talk about, what this does is it allows you more time to do the thing that you're really good at, which is coaching, and create something that can be very sustainable and very profitable for you and for your business over time. So go see us at coachgrid.com, or you can find us on Instagram at coachgrid.